Oh,
Caught in a bad romance.
Hear the birds chirping. That means
morning
it's time
time.
to start.
Welcome back to the A-List podcast with Allison and Alex. I'm Allison.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Alex.
It's like morning-ish. It's 11:30.
Nearly noon.
But I feel like we were talking with a
Yes.
soft voice
Well,
for the morning time.
It feels morning vibes. It's cozy weather, and I got no one to
It
cuddle.
is chilly. You have Stanley.
True. I'm sorry, Stanley. I need to remember that.
Yeah, what the heck?
Sorry, buddy.
Well, hello.
Hey.
We are recording later in the week, so we have
Current events.
because
Real
this is
current.
going up in a few days.
Less than 48 hours.
So how was your week?
Well, they're doing this late because of my insane schedule this past week. It was a lot. We started shooting the content for the new BuzzFeed channel. I don't think I can announce it yet, so
Stay tuned.
which was it was an interesting experience. But no, it was fun, and I did 2 red carpets, which those are always fun, but it is like my day is available, but my nights are totally booked. So flipping my schedule to be able to like handle things during the day. We usually record at night. We couldn't because I had 2 red carpets, which those were both really fun. The first one I did was for a show called Motorheads that's out on Amazon Prime. And I took my shot with Ryan Phillippe. Didn't work out, guys. But
You shot your shot, you mean?
I
Like
shot
you
my shot.
flirted and he wasn't
I was
picking
like,
up what you were putting down?
and also like, wow, he's very short.
Oh, really?
But he and Reese's son was there, and it's like he's a carbon copy of Reese Witherspoon. It's crazy.
And so is their daughter. Like
That's true. I haven't
all
seen.
of
She wasn't
their
there, but the son was.
children that I've seen they look exactly like them.
Yeah, it's wild. But I got to.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Didn't she play Reese in something?
I don't know.
Or like in a sequel or something like that? Wasn't she? She wasn't
If
in
she
like a
didn't,
Cruel
she
Intentions or anything
I don't
like
know.
that. I don't know, but she does look exactly like her when she is that age.
Yeah,
so
it's
for sure.
crazy. So it was fun. We got to go to the after party and schmooze and network, which was good. And then we did 9 Perfect Strangers on Thursday, which was not a normal red carpet. It was like at a house, and it was an immersive experience. I've never seen the show.
I haven't either.
Feels like it's just like White Lotus.
Yeah.
And sorry, Hulu. I'm sure it is great, but it was just a very curated experience. We were treated as though we were at the resort. It was like that. That's how
Okay. Yeah, I had no context of that part.
Yeah, so all of the rooms, there was like activations in all of the rooms and like things that related to the show that was lost to me. But we got to interview Nicole, and she was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, everyone we interviewed was really great. It was a very fun party and red carpet. And then we just got the green light for the AMAs. So we're going to shoot the AMAs.
When's that?
That is the last Monday. Literally, this is my next
Monday?
week. Friday, I pick my mom up in San Diego. Mom's here Friday night, Saturday night. Drop her at the airport Sunday. Drive to Vegas. Check in for the AMAs. The AMAs are Monday. We do the AMAs at night. We go to the after parties.
Mm-hmm.
We come back Tuesday. I have Wednesday, and then Thursday we leave for Indiana. It is an insane week.
Yeah.
Next week. So when are we going to record the episodes of this podcast?
I know. We're going to have to figure it out.
But the AMAs will be fun. I'm excited about that. And otherwise, the week was good. I went on a date.
Well, before you get to that, speaking of ADHD, you saw Caleb at the...
Oh, I did. I saw the fitness marshal in real life, IRL, at the 9 Perfect Strangers. Well, I was on the red carpet and posted like before it opened. And he was like, see you there. I was like, what? Okay. I was like, come say hi to BuzzFeed.
Yeah.
But then I saw him. Yeah. I saw him at the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, I'm sure you'll hear him do a story time or something, but he interacted with Nicole. And I think that interaction was fun. But then he said he was talking to Annie Murphy and the guy from Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, Ted and Alexis.
And he like said something about, oh, we just watched Hot Frosty, and that he was like, oh.
They were talking, and I walked by them, and I was like, Ted and Alexis forever, and they were like, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure that, but just I was like, you should have just been like, you were hot, because he was trying to be like, oh, it was a great movie, great. And like I'm sure he's like aware that it was
what it was.
Yeah. So I don't know. He said it got awkward, and Annie eventually was like, just go enjoy the party. Like something like get him away, because I'm sure he was just like talking and couldn't stop himself. Yeah. So, but I'm sure he'll give you a in-depth, everyone listening, story time at some point. Sorry. So you went on a date. Is that what you were saying?
I went on a date, and it was, I was telling Allison, it was ultimately a really good date. And here we are on the weekend, and I don't know what day it is ever anymore right now. But I am surviving, guys. I am still sticking to my new gym routine and eating well. Megan was here. Megan has left. That was a whirlwind. Can't believe we were at Disney like over a week ago now.
I know.
What the hell?
I know. Ramiro was like, asked if I wanted to hang out, and he was like, should we go to Disney? And I was like, I can't do it again.
3 times in less than a month.
Because my sister's going to be here in like 2 months, and I'm going to go with her. And like that, I can't, I need the time.
For sure.
Even though I love it, it's just like, it'll be another full day, and like I can't do it. And like I spend money I shouldn't be spending there. Like the whole point. Always happens. The whole point is like, we have a pass, and it's like pretty cheap to have. And I should just be like going there and not spending money.
Sure.
But instead, I'm just like, I got to try all the things. And I need
that's super cute.
New sweatshirt. And like, no, you don't.
And especially if you go now, because the 70th anniversary merch is all out.
I know. There's something I saw that I'm interested in when I saw Megan the Magical Millennials post that you sent me.
Yeah.
I forget what it is.
I was watching all of her stuff last night. Yeah.
There was something I enjoyed of the merchandise.
Was it a wearable?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to look again. Oh no, the jacket. There's like she bought it. It's like a tan.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It was really cute.
It was really cute.
Dang it. And it's probably like at least $80.
100%. Yeah.
But anyway.
And how was your week?
Oh man. I did actually write things down this time to remember.
Hey.
I went to a cute little brand dinner for this new supplement company that it is being launched soon. It's like a enzyme you take that doubles your protein absorption from the food or whatever.
Yeah.
And so we heard the guy who started it is like very sciencey, and he helped produce like Tide Pods. Like he's like a chemist guy. Helped to develop the Tide Pods, and also something else. I forget in his speech.
In developing the Tide Pod, was it just that he was like, let's put a concentrated amount of liquid inside of this dissolvable bag?
Sure. I don't know, but like I guess maybe it had to do with the coating and how much, like the coating around it and how
the thing that people are eating.
Yeah, which that was insane.
Crazy.
But anyway, I went to that. It was very cute. It was at a cute little restaurant. And then it was Josh and I's year anniversary.
Yes.
And I surprised him with renting a little cute Porsche convertible.
Oh yeah.
Because he loves Porsches, as the people say when you say it right.
Yeah.
From his like childhood, he has like a connection to them. So he's always talked about them like the whole time we've been dating.
Yeah.
So we went to dinner at this cute restaurant like in Malibu, and so I thought it'd be cute to.
I've been there with you.
Yeah, it's my second favorite place. Or yeah.
What's your first?
Probably Castaway.
In like a date spot or like a
date
take
spot,
someone
like take someone like pretty view, like good vibes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got to drive the convertible like through the mountains to get down there. Really cute. We went on a drive afterwards. I will say picking it up was scary.
Why?
I had to take because it was a surprise. I couldn't. the person specifically in their online thing was like, you can't park here. So I had to take an Uber there.
Oh, okay.
And that I was getting car sick on. So that was the first thing.
Yeah.
And then it was in he lives in Calabasas, but it was like deep in Calabasas.
Oh.
Like it felt like I was being taken to such a remote place.
Yeah.
And then the guy was actually nice, but I was so scared to drive this car because I was like, it was automatic. So it wasn't like I had to do a stick shift or anything. I wouldn't have been able to.
Right.
But I was like so scared to drive it because I was like, I don't want anything to happen to it.
Yeah.
Because I knew Josh would be driving it once I got it there. So I was like driving so like by the book to get it. But it was very cute. And my neighbors thought I was so cool that they thought I had gotten a new car and it was this Porsche.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that was cute. And then we went to Disneyland.
Yes.
There was a heat wave.
Oh.
And in here, you didn't feel it?
No.
Wait, what?
It
was like 100 degrees.
Oh, I guess because it was one day. I just didn't really. Oh yeah, I do remember.
It was multiple days, and I was not doing well.
I was fine.
Well, were you inside the whole time?
I guess most of it. Yeah. Why were you outside?
My apartment just gets really hot. So I'm very aware, like if it's above 75 degrees, I think because I'm on the second floor and I don't have central air. Like I'm very aware when I feel like I'm being cooked.
Do you have a unit in your bedroom though?
Yes, but it doesn't. So my bathroom's always really hot because the air doesn't flow around there, and my kitchen is really hot. Oh, yeah. I need to get like a standing oscillating fan
that like sends the.
Because my kitchen, it's like impossible to cook when it's hot because it's just the oven is on, and then also it's super hot. But it was a couple days where it was like around 100 degrees, and it was not fun. Yeah. And then maybe you were also, since you were at BuzzFeed for most of the days.
Oh, Megan was here.
I think it was before Megan got here.
Or then, I was just not here.
Then you were already like a little bit cooler because you were over the mountain, and then you were working inside for the days. So, yeah. But yeah, I feel like that's like my time. Did anything happen at Disney that's worth mentioning?
We went on Tiana's. We finally rode Tiana's.
Oh, yeah. We finally did Tiana's Bayou.
I got soaked. Did you get really wet? Not unbearably.
I did. It was more like my right side for some reason. Yeah. And it wasn't, you guys, it wasn't even the big drop at the end. It was literally the second drop in the thing, which shouldn't be. Yeah. I don't know if it is what people said, like when they did the renovation, they had to lower the water line and then they refilled it and it's just like still full. And I don't know how long it's going to take for enough water to be displaced that it doesn't happen. Because when it was the old one, you definitely didn't get wet. Like as that. Wet on the inside drops. It was the final one. And it was more if you were in the front couple of seats. My side was, but I was wearing like a athletic skirt and like a crop t-shirt. Yeah. So that dried very well. But Megan came in clutch with the shoe covers.
Yeah, Megan brought these like disposable boot, like,
I think that
poncho covers.
I can never not have that.
It was great.
And I think that helped me not be miserable. Because if my shoes had been wet, I would have had a worse time. But for sure. My like my butt being wet for like an hour. Yeah. That was totally fine. Yeah. Felt nice actually, to be really honest. Okay. But very cute ride. Very cute vibes. I don't know that I really followed the story. We were in the band.
Oh, we were?
I think that we were in the band.
Didn't catch that at all.
Did you catch the story?
No. Just took in the vibes.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about a band.
It was cute.
It was cute.
But no, I don't think. Yeah, otherwise it was just a really good day. It was long. It was a long day. But it was good.
Good.
Are you starting another podcast?
I am not.
Oh. I was on
Did I give off that?
I was on chat and I saw like that you were like editing some photos in there with like a title.
Oh, I need to talk about this.
Oh, okay.
A title.
It was like
that was a thumbnail. Oh. And I didn't mean to do that.
What do you mean?
Okay, so I've commissioned someone on Fiverr. I'm revamping. I want to revamp my YouTube channel. And by that, I just mean I want a new vlog intro.
Got it. Okay.
Not even the channel. I want a new vlog intro.
Okay.
I've had the same one since like 2016.
Yeah.
And it's very like silly now. And I wanted a cute little cartoon me.
Oh yeah.
To be.
Got it.
Somewhere in it.
Got it.
Because I found this girl that I liked her style of intro that she's made before. And she was like, if you have like a cartoon, whatever, I can like make it wink.
Cute.
Or something. And I love a wink.
Yeah.
And so, but she was like, but I can't do that. So you have to have the cartoon.
She can't cartoonize it, but she can wink.
Yeah.
It.
She was like, I can't draw the cartoon or whatever, but like if you have that, I can animate it basically.
Okay. Cute.
And so then I found someone else on Fiverr that I gave them the headshot you took of me with the pink background. Well, for the photo shoot for this. And I commissioned this person to make me a cartoon.
Okay.
I will show you. But when I got it back, I saw that the source file said AI. And I was thinking this person was like a graphic designer that was making...
They didn't even change the file name to like disguise the fact that they used AI.
So I was going on chat to be like, was this created AI?
Oh.
But I was messing up how I was asking that.
Okay.
So, I'm going to show you.
Okay, do show.
I'm not going to show the audience yet. Sorry, guys, because you'll see it when it comes on my channel. Well, this is the third
iteration.
Edit.
Okay.
How do I get to?
Daniel, you're such a sweet baby boy. I wish you guys could see he's curled up between my legs right now.
He is very cute. Okay, so delivery 1 looks like this.
What a cute boy.
This is not the first delivery. You're lying.
Danny's a cute boy. He's just your belly rub's okay.
Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the first one.
Why is it? Oh, why is it watermarked?
Because it's not finished.
Okay, well that's cute.
So the biggest thing is there's like black around my teeth. And I was like, hey, the picture is not like that. Can you take that out?
Yeah.
And then I showed it to Josh and he was like, I just feel like your jawline, like it feels masculine.
Let me see.
And I was like, is the picture masculine? And he was like, no.
I don't see that, but okay.
So I asked him to do that. And like my like smile lines are very deep.
Pronounced,
in this. And I was like, can we just soften? So he gave it back to me and fixed the teeth. The teeth is now pink.
Okay.
But it added like some highlights and contours on the face.
Okay.
I don't know that I hate them,
I don't hate
but
it.
I was like, can we soften everything?
Yeah.
Like the lines are just harsh.
It's giving comic book a little bit.
Yes, which is fine, I guess. So he just sent me a new one today. He doesn't live in this country, so that's
time
not
difference.
bad. But yeah, time difference. This is the last edit.
Okay,
it is better.
That's great. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I think that like the teeth are just gonna be the teeth. I don't know.
Well, they're
like
not
they
black.
feel,
I don't think it looks bad.
It just feels like they're so big. But then I looked at the photo and like my teeth, you can see all of my teeth in the photo. So I just am like,
I think that's I think that one's good. I like it.
Yeah. So, and like so cheap, like $15. And then the girl to do the video was like $10. I was like, this is crazy.
Right.
So anyway, I'm not starting a new podcast. I just wanted a new YouTube intro. This past week, so many things have happened since we're recording now.
Yes.
We have to talk about the conclave ended. There is a new pope. He's from America.
US. Crazy.
From Chicago.
Crazy.
I haven't learned much more about him. At first I thought like bad news, but then I've heard like not that bad news.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Initially we heard bad news.
Yeah.
America having too much power in places.
Yes. But then I also heard like he's not, I don't know.
Okay.
You guys, I don't know. But he did pick the name Leo, which makes me think of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Which is cute.
Okay.
That's my takeaway.
That is cute.
Like the name Leo.
I do too.
Is that the one that you wanted? No. What was your...
The one that was like pastaccini or
No,
something.
no. The saint of the outside of the nature. What's his name?
Francis.
Oh, that's what the other one was.
Yeah.
You have to pick a new one. You know, you can't just be Francis after Francis.
Why not? That people be doing it.
True, I guess.
Well, before we get into pop culture, let's do our quick sports corner.
Oh, yeah.
What sports did you do this week?
Cornhole.
It's still happening.
So this coming week is the last week.
Okay, wow. I feel like you've been doing it for 8 years.
It is the tournament.
Okay.
And we were ranked 3rd.
Okay.
But we played a team that was undefeated.
Okay.
This past time.
Yeah.
But so you guys, okay. It's a whole thing. So the leader of that's running the league.
Yeah.
He was on this team.
Okay.
His teammate didn't show up.
Oh.
And so at first, the other guy who was friends with Josh, who also runs the league, he was like, I think that they might forfeit because his person isn't here. And we were like, okay, we'll take it because he's ranked number 1.
Yeah.
And they were undefeated.
Yeah.
So we were like, hell yeah, we'll take that. And then he shows up and he's like, yeah, my teammate isn't here, but I'll just play by myself.
Yeah.
And we were like, is that allowed?
Right.
And then he plays and he's incredible.
Oh, okay.
And
Wow.
I can't believe the shots he's making. It is like curving and sliding around it's wild.
Whoa.
And he beats us.
Yeah.
All 3 games.
Okay.
All 3 games. And then he's kind of like cocky about it.
Okay.
He was like being nice, but it was like the backhanded.
Yeah.
If we made something or if he was by me and I made it, he would tell me good job or oh, that was sick or something. And it's like, all right, you're making crazy shots.
Yeah.
I made 1 hole and you're like, so then afterwards we were talking, we were like, doesn't he have to forfeit?
Yeah.
You have to get a sub. So we were looking into Josh was like, I wasn't going to make a big scene there. Sure. But he was just going to ask his friend afterwards, hey, is that a rule? Did we miss that or whatever? So we'll see what happens. But we were already, based on our rank, we were already in the tournament. So we'll see who we get to play. But it is the last one, guys.
Wow.
And I've already been hit up about dodgeball, so we need to talk.
Which one?
The league I was in before.
Oh, okay.
The league this time I was in. But if you guys are going to play, then I'll want to play.
I'm not going to do the summer.
Are you going to do the fall?
Yeah, I'll come back in the fall, but I'm not going to do the summer.
Okay, then I will play with them. Me putting out logistics on here. Then I would play with them. I was like, hey, I got to ask,
Yeah.
So.
No, I don't know if Sass and Ange want to do it, but first let me give my update. So we had the week off, but it was a glow in the dark just for fun. So I had 13, but then I lost 2 because Karina had oral surgery that was way more extreme than she thought it was going to be. So she was out of commission. And if she had gotten hit in the face the day after that surgery, that would have, because she got a bone graft.
I've had that.
So she's like, if I get hit with a ball, I'm fucked. It's like, yeah, you're not playing dodgeball. No.
Yeah.
And then someone else
even though
backed
it's
out.
foam, right?
No, it was regular. So here's the thing. We had the 7 p.m. game against Hot to Throw, who is Markel.
Yes. And the guy with the black hat.
Correct. But we were told, this is just recreationally. We're not keeping score. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have a full team, we may throw people on your team. So I knew going into it, we may have extra people. Mm-hmm. It was actually very fun. So, but we were the first game. So they hadn't tested this out really. So we were the test game where they realized so our side of the court, we were using the blue balls. You couldn't see those in black light. And there was a navy blue ball in play that had a big severe penalty, thing. Yeah. They all just looked the same. So halfway through our game, they switched us to the hot pink balls, which is what the other court was using. Mm-hmm. So when balls were going to the wrong side, at one point we had 9 balls in play.
Works.
So it was they had to keep stopping the game. Whenever.
Oh, if it went over the net.
No one knew what was happening, if it was ours or not. So at one point I was like, hold on. There's so many 9 balls.
Could you see it all?
Kind of in the beginning because it was still daylight out. So light was coming in through the windows and the doors. We ended up having the refs on our game. We had 6 refs. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 6 refs that were all taking turns between rounds. And then the 4 that weren't reffing, 2 would be on our team, 2 were on Hot to Throw. Then they would rotate.
Okay.
So we got to play with people that have always ref for us, but we never played with. And it was It was really fun.
Yeah.
And then Jay joined league owner. He joined our team for one round and got out immediately. But Steve-O had a vendetta against Markel, and he really came through on that. We won. Like
Work.
we were keeping scores, so the final was like 6-3, and we won.
Work.
We got Markel
That's so
out
funny.
almost every round within the first two people.
Doing the tactic or just
like get him out.
just
And we also caught the blue ball twice, which means everyone that was out on our team gets to come back in.
Oh, nice.
So we actually did that twice. Steve-O caught one of them.
Yeah.
And then Michael caught the other one. Mm-hmm. And it was actually very fun.
Oh, okay.
And so now playoffs for us start this Wednesday.
But it's 2 weeks?
It's single elimination, so if we get out on Wednesday, we're done. But
Okay, well, I'm hoping that you don't get out so that I could come next week.
we probably will win because it's against Junos, who you helped us win against when you subbed. And we played against them. They were the first game we played, and we beat them 10-0.
That would be the 28th. If
Correct,
we played
the 28th. So literally, I get back from Vegas Tuesday. Wednesday,
to play dodgeball.
Play dodgeball.
That's what happens when you're an athlete, you know?
Look at me. And then we're catching a flight early ass the next day. But if we win and we get the trophy and stuff, I have to go to High Tops to celebrate with the team.
And then you have to get up at 5 a.m.
Correct. Oh, God. Yeah, to pick you up to get, yeah. Anyway, so I'm excited for it to end. I've had a good time, but I need a break. And also, I realized too, like, I'm going to rethink things when I come back to try to be captain. I might change the name and like start fresh because like no offense to people, but like only like 5 of us actually came to I obviously have been at every game, but I think the only other person that's come to every game is Sid. But I'm just like, yeah, it's just like I don't like that now I'm getting annoyed that people aren't taking it seriously because it isn't serious. So I shouldn't care.
Yeah.
But it is like I think it's the fact that people are backing out the day of or the day before when I ask on Sundays so that I can find a sub.
Yeah,
and make
I
it
think
easier
like
for me.
maybe you should talk to Brendan and just be like,
How do I
not care?
Yeah.
Because like he definitely people do that on every team.
That's
so
true.
it's like never gonna change.
It isn't, but also like, yeah, I don't know.
So
I think I also got
that
lucky.
if we play if you want to play in the fall, I think that Josh could play like last fall.
Well, I did decide. Regardless,
baseball would be over.
If I bring back Lucille's, then I'm going to go to the original team first and ask if who wants to be on it, and then if there's spots available, then I'll go to Ramiro, Janessa, Ashley, and Carney and see if they want to join.
Yeah.
But also like TBD. But I'm definitely taking the summer off because I need like Wednesdays at BuzzFeed are so busy, and I just need to have my Wednesdays.
Well, then I guess I'll probably be playing on Tuesdays again. So.
Okay.
It is like, it's nice to have something active to do that is like so different.
Yeah.
Because I feel like now that I'm not solely going to CrossFit and I'm doing other workouts, I feel like I need to have like one more thing in my rotation to not get bored by, or I don't know.
Totally.
I don't know, something has happened to me like in the past couple months where I just like I want to move my body, but I don't want to do the things that I'm doing. If that makes sense.
Totally.
So it is nice for me to have like something to do that is different, because I do turn on my workout on my watch while I'm playing. I'm getting credit for that.
Wow.
So oh, by the way, you guys, I tried this coffee shop that's in North Hollywood here. On my way over, I knew that I needed coffee and I didn't have time to stop. So I ordered at a red light, and I ordered from coffee.
No, horror vibes
coffee. And it is wild. I thought that the chocolate on the edge was just like a garnish, if you will, on because all of their cups had some form of drizzle, if you will.
Yes.
As the base.
Yeah.
And I thought this was just going to be a latte with how I ordered it with almond milk. And then that was just there. It is mocha.
Yeah, it is the color of, are you holding it up high enough? Yeah. It is chocolate.
So it's wild, but I needed coffee.
Period. Okay, that was our sports corner. Now back to pop culture.
Well, the conclave ended.
Yep.
That happened so fast. And now it's over. Like, I wanted it to be drama. Like,
right.
You know?
Yeah.
Although we wouldn't have known what was going in if it was like at least 4 days or something, we would have gotten so much content from that guy on TikTok that was making the Love Island edit of it. And that's really what I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
You know? But it was over just as fast as it started. You don't watch Vanderpump Villa, do you?
No.
I guess that's a no.
Yeah.
I watched it this past week, or I finished it.
Okay.
And here are my thoughts. If you guys are watching Vanderpump Villa, if you aren't, here the basic thing is that Lisa Vanderpump, it's surrounded her, and she has a, quote, castle in some other land. Mm-hmm. Last season it was France. This season it's Italy. And they're basically running like a hotel concierge service there. So she has people that she hired, also, quote, that are like front of house staff. There's maids. There's cooks and a chef. There's like events coordinators, there's servers, bartenders, all these things. So they have cast all these people.
Yeah.
And then they have guests that come in. It's a group of people that they're celebrating something.
It's like Below Deck.
I really haven't watched it, but
different people come in each episode, get on the boat, and
they're celebrating something. Yeah. So last season, it was the first season of this show, and it was just regular people who were coming.
Okay.
I assume they had like an application that went out that was like, do you have something you want to celebrate? And then they interviewed them, and then they brought people they thought would be interesting. This season, it was all basically people who are famous or are also a part of the Hulu world that are promoting something.
Okay.
So one episode, it was like other reality people, like some people from MTV The Challenge, like some athletes or whatever. That was a random one. But then like the ladies from The Sex Lives of Mormon Wives, Secret Life, whatever.
The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
They were there. And then there was another group that was like a DJ and her friends. Yeah. So it was like all people that are kind of well known, I guess, to their followers. So it was like a lot more inauthentic. And then the first season, like all of these servers and stuff, like they were not people who had been on television before. So everything was super authentic in what was happening.
Okay.
Like some of them, there was a couple that came on that were servers, and they were kind of like fighting the whole time because the guy was flirting with the guests. Okay. But then there was drama with the staff where like someone wasn't pulling their weight in the work they were doing. And so the other people were annoyed by them, and they were
this is Below Deck.
Fighting about it, that kind of thing. But these people didn't know how to be on TV, so it came off way more authentic.
Yes, correct.
This season, my problem is that the people that came back, they know the formula.
Right.
And they were
on,
and they were giving the drama on purpose. And then the new people had seen the last season.
Yeah.
And were also giving it. There was a guy who was like British, and he auditioned with his British accent and like did an interview with Lisa in his British accent, and then the whole time was using an American accent. And then it like came out at one of the episodes where he was started talking in his British accent, and another guy was like, "Wait, what?" And everyone kind of hated him because he was like just kind of narcissistic and whatever. And so everyone was mad at him. And then they were like, hey, like you are secretly British. Like what a weird thing to do. Like how do we even know you? I don't know. It was just a weird thing. I liked the season way less. What I liked was Stassi was there to just like be an extra personality. And she kind of just was like listening in on the drama and reporting it back to Lisa and whatever. I liked her being there. But my assessment is like it was a worse season.
Okay.
And I just wanted to say that.
Well, it's tough with reality shows, you know?
Yeah. I wish you had seen it so that you had anything to say. But for those out there listening, if you agree with me, you can comment below. Or if you haven't seen it, go watch and let me know what you think.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, the Diddy trial started this past week.
I've been so busy, I don't know anything. Tell me what's going on.
So before I get into this, I'm going to say a trigger warning, or just be aware that I'm going to talk about things that were said in the trial that could be not for little ears, or that you might not want to hear. So you might want to turn this off or skip ahead a while. It's a lot. Every day I was really trying to keep up with everything.
Okay.
I do have some like key points that I can tell you.
Hit me.
So it started out, the first person to testify, I forget who it was. I think it was one of the models that they hired in the freak offs, if you will.
Yeah.
Which I heard someone say, like, we should stop calling it the freak off.
Okay, why?
Because it's a less bad, it doesn't seem as bad as it was.
Oh,
calling it a freak off.
Feels like you're kind of poking fun at it.
Yeah, and like to the jury, like it doesn't give the weight. Obviously, they're seeing all this evidence.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know how they would refer to it, but it's like a sex party against people's will. I don't know. It just like doesn't have as negative a connotation as they were. It seems like they were.
Okay.
And the freak off is kind of like a fun, kitschy name for it. But they're referring to them so much that it is easier for them to say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The name freak off. So I don't know. But so one of the main takeaways that I heard is that rewind. The first person to testify was, I think, one of the models that they hired.
Okay.
The second person then was Cassie.
Oh my God.
And the singer Cassie that Diddy dated for like 11 years.
And it's not a public trial like we thought it was going to be.
No. So the only way we know what's going on is the reporters that are allowed to be in.
Yeah, reporting.
They're reporting back. They're like feverishly sending in, not updates. Tweets because it's on. Like I've been using the New York Times because I subscribe to them. So the ones I'm seeing are New York Times journalists that are just like typing away and publishing it on the New York Times site. But they're tweeting, they're doing whatever. They're like trying to transcribe as fast as they can.
Yeah.
One of the main things that Cassie said is that she refuted the rumor that there was drugs in the baby oil, which is like pro Diddy.
Sure.
It's like, but she was like, I just want to say like, that's not true.
Okay.
So that's something we learned. I didn't even know
that was a thing.
Yeah, it was just kind of a public thing that people were being like, why does he need that much baby oil?
Unless it's like laced.
Yeah, unless they're putting something in it and then once it's absorbed into your skin, your bloodstream, because that would be another level of crazy because these people don't know that they're being drugged in that way if they're being drugged against their will.
Yeah.
So she said that was not true.
Okay.
But some key points is that Cassie said that she felt compelled to participate in the freak offs, like to make him happy. Like it wasn't something that she was excited to do. And I think that was probably something that we all could
without hearing,
discern.
Yeah, for sure.
She said that she developed a drug addiction basically because like she had to take drugs that made her forget. So she said she did a lot of ketamine and that would allow her to basically just not remember what was happening or not like be able to like really understand what was going on. Like she knew what was going on, but because anytime that she said she wasn't like performing well or she's like acted like she didn't want to do it or whatever, like he would get mad at her and she says that he would throw things at her, hit her, whatever. She said that there was a time during the freak offs where Diddy made one of the models or sex workers and him, they like urinated in her mouth and she like was choking basically, which is just insane. She testified that the abuse led to a loss of autonomy and self-worth. She stated that Combs' demands and control over her life hindered her music career, reducing her to feel like a sex worker rather than an artist. She acknowledged that the $20 million settlement from a previous civil lawsuit against Combs, she acknowledged that, but she said that no amount of money could compensate for the trauma experience. So some people were confused as to why she was allowed to talk about this if she signed an NDA from the settlement.
Yeah.
And it's because this is a criminal case. And so
Oh.
The government, the courts, they do not care about NDAs when it is a criminal case.
Right.
So honestly, slay that she got her 20 mil.
Yeah.
And honestly, she deserved more.
Agreed.
But she got her money, and now she gets to also say what she wasn't allowed to say there. So that's a big slay.
Big time.
She admitted to maintaining contact with him after the alleged abuse, including instances of consensual sex. But she explained that due to the complex nature of their relationship and her fear of the consequences of severing ties. So also I've seen people, well, his defense is trying to paint like that she's saying on one side that she hated him and that she didn't want to participate and that she was being abused and all these things. But then they have these text messages that they are releasing and making her read and stuff that are her saying that she loves him and that she's, they'll be like, oh, should we have a freak off tonight? And she's like, yeah, that'll be so fun. And so they're trying to portray that like she didn't really hate it that much because she stayed with him for 11 years for one, and two, like she seemed to be excited about it. And like she was scared.
Obviously.
And he was threatening to release tapes of her and ruin her career and all these things. So it's like obviously very complex. And like maybe at the beginning she was like, you know, like maybe it is fun once or twice, but obviously it evolved over time.
Right.
And also like you're allowed to change your mind.
Period.
So if she had fun the very first time they did it and there was no hitting or punching or whatever, then she was allowed to like have had fun, but then she's allowed to not have fun after that.
Right.
There was a lot of the footage of the hotel fight that happened where he stopped her in the elevator. You've seen that?
Yes.
Footage? Yeah. A lot of talk about that because his defense showed that like afterwards, like she was still like texting him and stuff, even though she left.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. They're just trying to paint her in, she's a part of it too.
Yeah.
And that she isn't as innocent in the, I don't know, maybe not physical abuse, but emotional abuse and stuff like that. And they were trying to be like, just because he liked a swinger's lifestyle doesn't mean that it was abuse. Okay. And it's like, okay, well, it's not just her that's spoken out about it. Like she's just the one on the stand right now. But all these people who said that they went to a Diddy party and X, Y, and Z happened, they're just a part of the swingers lifestyle too. Yeah. So I'm interested to see, I think Dawn from Danity Kane is next on the stand.
Okay.
Next week, obviously. So we'll see what is going to happen.
I hope Cassie's done and she can just like...
She is done. And they were trying to speed it up because basically the defense was trying to, allegedly, I don't know, trying to take as long as possible to question her. And the prosecution was like, look, she's 9 months pregnant. Like, we promised that she wouldn't be here more than the end of the week. Like, you can't do this to a pregnant woman. And then we found out that if she happened to be on the stand and went into labor, it would become a mistrial. So the prosecution was worried that the defense was going to try to like stretch it out as long as possible to see if that were to happen. Cause like she's going to go into labor at any second. And so the prosecution was trying to get her off the stand as fast as possible. Yeah. And so, but she had to take a lot of breaks because she's pregnant, like use the restroom, like her back hurts. And then they obviously have to take lunch and like routine breaks anyway for the jury. So things got delayed because of that. And they would be like, oh, we're going to show this video. We need to bring in this equipment, and then the equipment wouldn't work. And the prosecution was like, you're trying to draw this out. Yeah. Luckily, she's done.
Okay, good.
So she can have her baby in peace. But, and all this whole time, like his kids are just sitting there listening to all this
wild
stuff. And
traumatizing.
Yeah.
Traumatizing.
Like, I know it's your parent. One, you're allowed to think that your parent's wrong.
Sure.
For one.
Yeah.
And then two, even if you still kind of want to support him, which whatever, I would be like, I don't want to sit here and listen to this.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Of course.
What?
Yeah.
So I don't know. That was a weird thing. But more to come, obviously. More things are going to come out. But
yeah. Oof.
That was the big news of the week.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if there was any other crazy things that I have. Oh, so it was alleged that he had Kid Cudi's car blown up.
Yes.
And they did bring up a little bit. She didn't say whether yes or no that happened, but she said that she was on a date, because there was times where they would split up for a while and she would date other people during this 11-year span. And during the time she was dating Kid Cudi, Diddy like showed up at this restaurant or wherever they were at, probably like Chateau Marmont, something where people go. And he came up and she said something about him threatening to blow up his car.
Eef.
So it's like, she didn't say he did that, but it gives a little bit more credence to that rumor.
Yes.
That is alleged. All of this that has, well, actually not. This is on the record. This is on the record.
Yeah.
So you can't come for me.
Yeah, period.
Okay, so I thought this would be fun to do. We've never done this before, but we're going to read an Am I the Asshole thread, and we're going to chat, and we're going to see if this person is the asshole or not.
Okay.
Fun?
Also, I love that podcast with Katya.
She has another podcast?
Yeah, she has a solo one that's sponsored by Grindr called Am I the Asshole?
Oh, yeah. I have seen clips of that. I didn't know that's what it's called. Uh-huh. Do they do this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Someone calls in and is like,
oh, funny.
Am I the asshole? And then the guest and Katya talk about it.
Okay, funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so this person said, Am I the asshole? This title is dumb. It says AITA, which is Am I the asshole? And then it says, So am I being the asshole here?
Okay.
Redundant. Okay.
For your FYI. Love that.
Right. I live with my girlfriend. We are having a kid soon. I love this woman completely. But when it's late at night, she will walk into my gaming room, in parentheses, the command center, and she will touch me. Not to scare me. She just can't sleep and wants to say hi. P.S. He wrote, Hi, H-I-G-H. Just side note. Now, mind you, it's the weekend and like 3 a.m, and I'll be playing like Space Marine 2 or something by myself with music on. All of this is in my headphones. Now, mind you, I'm completely focused on the game. She will open the door and put her hand on my back, and it's quite scary. Further backstory, she knows I spent 6 years in the military and have seen combat. There's no reason to go into that. I genuinely don't like when she does that. I jump every time, and one time I raised my voice to say stop. She got mad and wouldn't talk to me the whole of the next day. I have told her many times that I don't like it when she does it, but she says I need to get used to other people touching you when you live with other people. Am I the asshole?
No.
Okay, so the consensus is not the asshole on this thread. So before he said he was in the military, I was a little bit more on, okay, you're being a little bit of an asshole because, yeah, she's not wrong. Like, if you live with someone, like, they're around, and if she touches you, I don't know, it might happen.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. But when he said he was in the military, I understand trauma there, and that genuinely could be a thing.
Right.
So I am leaning more towards not the asshole, but also it's like a little bit childish.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
I'm in my command center playing. Yeah.
Yeah, the way it's being said is like...
I think he probably embarrassed her when he yelled at her, and she took it personally because of insecurity. It feels like rejection.
Yeah.
And it's just a communication thing. Like, if you want to come in at 3 a.m., that's totally fine. But, like, come around the corner and
like, how can
let me see you.
How can we come to some sort of...
Where's the cross
system here?
Let's
like,
find the medium.
Maybe you... just make sure you come around so my peripheral and you just give a wave or, you send me a text. I don't know. Just like something.
Yes.
But the consensus was, when I first read it, gosh, I can't speak. When I first read it, I thought everyone was going to be like, yeah, you're an asshole, because like you're grown and you're playing a video game and like you're being interrupted in your video game. Like, oh, like grow up.
If he had said, I don't like when she interrupts me, then I would have said he is the asshole. But he didn't say that. He just said, it scares me and I don't like it.
Yeah. Some of the top comments were like, aside from the fact that you're up at 3 a.m. playing games and therefore will be useless the next day when you could be doing something more useful, you're not the asshole for getting irritated your partner keeps doing something that upsets you. Yeah, I think that like maybe he needed to be a little bit more forward in like why it upsets him. Yeah. And then offer a solution. Be like, I love that you want to come like and sit with me and watch me play, or like, you know, you want to come say goodnight to me before you go to bed. Like, I love that. And that's totally fine. But like, can we do something differently than that? Because it seems like also she didn't take it seriously. Right. That he genuinely was constantly being startled. Right. So... Oh, someone said, yes, you're the asshole. As someone mentioned earlier, turn around your command center so you can see the door. That would also have been a
We don't know the layout of the room.
And get therapy. You have a child on the way. You're going to be touched and your senses are going to be rattled. If you do have some combat PTSD, then you need to sort it out now before little one gets here. Go to bed at a normal time with your girlfriend and get into a better routine before the baby's here. 3 a.m. gaming is not happening when the baby is here. If I told your girlfriend, I'd probably be thinking he's going to be one of those people to not help when the baby is here. I'm not going to be a single mom in a relationship. That person's British, the way they were speaking. But so there was some other people, but interesting. I do agree, not the asshole, but more communication.
NTAH.
If you guys enjoy an Am I the Asshole segment, let me know. I just thought that would be interesting conversation.
And if you think you might be the asshole, send it in. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. You can speak pipe us or send a comment.
DM.
And ask us. Okay. Do we have... A list of the week?
A list of the week.
It's time for A list of the week.
My list of the week is that I'm excited for, I know you did last summer, to come out this summer.
So you want people to anticipate and put it in their calendars.
Yes, be prepared.
I also am, something up there is happening. Okay, so something I just remembered while you were checking on the mystery noise upstairs is that I saw a TikTok last night that was someone filming from a car. And it was... These ladies were arguing in their cars. Like, I don't know if there's a traffic dispute of some kind. Okay. The lady in the car in front gets out, walks to the front of the car behind her that she's fighting with, turns around, pulls her pants down, and explosive diarrheas under the hood of her car. Pulls up her pants and goes and gets back in her car.
What?
Insane. I'm not kidding. Then she gets arrested and she is being filmed as she is walking to the squad car and she's like smiling. She's like, I got her. What? Oh my God. An insane thing. And like, wild. Also, how was that on command? Like do you think that she really had to go to the bathroom?
It was like, okay, well, here it is.
And she's like, you know what? Like, this is what I'm going to do. She was like, I'm not going to make it home. No. Wild. Anyway, I just was thinking about okay, so today is the 19th, and our birthday is today, apropos for this podcast. Yeah. Can you guess?
Katy Perry.
Close, but no. One more?
Dr. Oakley, Yukon Vet.
I wish. Do you think that she's on famous birthdays?
I hope so.
I'll look her up. No, Jojo Siwa.
Great.
Is 22 today.
Wow, what a baby.
The DJ Marshmallow. 33.
Okay.
Sam Smith is also 33. That was really all the people that we cared about. But on this day in 2009, Glee aired first. Oh my gosh, did you see any clips of Leah Michele on Jake Shane's podcast?
Any clips?
Yeah, any clips of the...
Oh, any clips? No.
Oh, any clips. She finally was like, you guys, shut up. I can read. She took the cue card from him and she read it. And I was like, yeah, girl. Like, what took you so long?
Yeah.
So that was funny. Also in 1999, Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, which I have now seen, premiered. And then in 2005, Revenge of the Sith premiered, which I've also seen.
Look at you.
I haven't done any more, guys. Don't worry. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
And then on this day in 2024, The Substance premiered.
Yeah.
Which I have also seen.
Great movie.
And you have seen.
Yeah.
And you never watched Conclave, did you?
No, never did.
Okay, great. Well, that's all that we cared about, you know?
Yeah.
So there you have it. That's what she wrote.
Amazing.
Well, thank you guys for... Oh my gosh. I have something in my throat.
I'll take this one.
Yeah, take it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching, listening, supporting, loving, vibing, and being with us.
What a beautiful thing to say.
Thank you. You never said your A-list of the week. Is that okay?
Oh, no. My A-list of the week is I made a pasta salad that I...
Yeah.
That I thought was not as good as other things that I have made. But then Josh took it to, first of all, he was like, he texted me after he ate it and he was like, you were selling this short, like it's good. And then he took it to work the next day and he said he got so many compliments that it was like, it looked good.
Wow.
So I now recommend this. It's on, because I have now subscribed to the New York Times.
Yes.
Conglomerate, if you will. If you go to the New York Times cooking section and you type in pasta salad, it has like peas and stuff in it. Look, grow up. And you make that and you'll know that it's Allison approved. So that's my list of the week is make yourself a pasta salad, you know?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. I was proud of it.
Well, thank you guys for watching everything I already said.
Yep. We love you.
Love you. Have a great week.
Bye.
The A-List.